Hello, everybody. Hello. So, I said I was gonna do a live. So here I is. Here I am. Um, I know a lot of you are just wondering, why did this girl put me in this group? Well, I wanted I wanted to share with you guys my story. Wanted you to jump on in. Wanted you to be a part of this healing journey with me. And so I placed you in this group. Now, I know maybe a few people, might not be able to come along with me on the journey, but that's fine. That's fine. Just let me know. Just send me a message or whatever. Let me know if you're not able to be a part of it. Just send me a little private message and I can remove you from the group. No hard feelings. But I wanted you guys to be a part of this journey. Hey, Julie. Are you with my sister right now? Hi. Is she there? I'm glad you guys are joining me. I was just saying, if you're not able to be a part of the group like long term, or you're not able to track the journey with me, it's fine. Just let me know and I can take you out of the group. But yeah, as my sister said, I'm here to talk the business. I'm here to tell you my business. And that's big. That's big for me because I've been told I'm a very secretive person. I'm very, shy and reserved. So usually I don't share my life. I don't tell people what's going on. I try to, bear it alone. So this has to be a divine act of God for me to be telling, my life story on social media. But I think I can help one person. If I help one person, you know, that's that's my job done. And that's fine. So I see Barbara. Hey, Barbara. How are you? Thank you, Miss Diva Doll, for popping in. I'm just, killing time trying to see if a few other people will be coming on. Who else is here? Let me know. Tell me who else is here. But did y'all go to church? I went to church. I went face to face. Yeah, there's this church close by, and so we decided to go face to face, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good being there. This is one of the few times we went face to face, but it wasn't scary. We weren't scared like, oh my God, we're gonna get corona. No. But it was good. Good to see you, Babs. Who else is here? All right, y'all. I know Julie and Arlene, they went out. Where did y'all go? Where are you guys? Are you guys in Mobay, Portland? Where are you? Let me know. Are you guys having fun? Did you go to church, Babs? Let me know. I just want to see if a couple more people will be jumping on, and then we'll jump right into it. The whole point of me doing this live, to let you guys know what's in the works, what I'll be doing, and to see, what input you have. You went to the river. Nice. That's awesome. I hope you brought the baby, Mr. Joshua. Okay, good. So I've been doing TD Jakes online for the last few months, and man, TD Jakes is on fire. If Josiah, I'm sorry, not Joshua. My son is Joshua, Josiah. But yeah, TD Jakes is on fire. If you guys get a chance to check him out, man, he has something for everybody. You know, the last 2 months, if you check any one of the Sunday services out from him, trust me, he is gonna speak something to your situation, to your life. So I'll just start. Um, how did 2021 start out for you guys? I know for me, 2021 was like painful, and it didn't have anything to do with COVID, nothing like that, because even though COVID was here, and I say was because Texas, it seems like, COVID never came here. Nobody died from Texas. It never visited us. So, but 2021 started out very dark, very heavy for me because one of the things that was on my mind, hey April, hey Bianca. Tell me, Bianca, do you want me to call you Bianca or do you want me to call you B? I know that, B goes way back, and I don't know if you're still, carrying that image of B, so let me know. But like I was saying, 2021 started out very dark and heavy for me. One of the reasons why it did is because I'm separated from my husband. We were married in 2013, and so at the beginning of the year, we were separated for 2 years. And then going into, okay, B, and then going into January, February, March, May would have been 3 years since we were separated, and that was just, it was weighing very heavily on my heart, just on my mind, like this is no way for anybody to live because we live in separate households. My son lives with me, and so I was not happy. I was not happy with living in that state. So, I was praying. I was like, God, tell me what I should do. Because at this point, I was wavering. I'm like, do I want to stay married to this guy? Do I want to get a divorce? I didn't want to get a divorce because nobody else in my family, has been divorced. So I will be the first one. So I'm weighing, should I call him? Should I try to make up? What do I do? Like, Lord, tell me what's going on. So, I was praying, and I remember like a few months ago, somebody said to me, if your marriage is going to end, make sure that you have done everything you can, everything you possibly can to make it work, or to say that you have tried everything. And so in a final attempt, I called him and I said, so, what's going on, Mr. Camacho? What's going on? Are we going to stay separated? Are we getting a divorce? What's happening? So he said, well, he still wants to move forward with a divorce, and he doesn't want to go back. And so he also, so I asked him, so I'm like, are you seeing anyone? Because I'm just curious. Are you seeing somebody? So he's like, oh, no, but I do see somebody who's interesting. Yeah. And, I'm just not mad. I'm not getting mad or anything. At this point, I was very, kind of passive, not a lot of emotions. So I'm like, okay, so just, just one more question. So have you been intimate with, different ones, or, this person? So he's like, yeah. It happened. I've been intimate with a person in the last few weeks or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. You do your thing, bro. So I'm like, well, thank you. Thank you for being honest with me. And I ended the conversation. But I don't know. In the back of my mind, I was still like, God, at this point, I will do whatever you tell me to do. If you say, let go, if you say get a divorce, I will do whatever you want me to do. So long story short, I was praying, and I asked different ones to pray, like ask God, what I should do in this situation, because I don't want to do the wrong thing. At this point, like 2021, coming out of 2020, I just want to please God. Nobody else. I don't care. Like, it's me and God and Zai, we're ride or die. So, so different ones were praying with me, and the Lord showed me in a dream, like a vision, that there was a baby in the mix. I'm like, I said nothing to anyone. And then within a couple months, Kamasha called me, and he's like, oh, yeah, the girl is pregnant. And not only is she pregnant, but I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be relocating to take care of that baby. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. So what about the child you have here? Like, but he made that decision that he wanted to leave and go be with whoever and go be with his new baby. So after like, honestly, after talking to him that first day, I'm like, oh my God, you are so good. Like, who can reveal things in such a way, like in such a clear way? Nobody but God. And I was just praising God, like, God, you showed me the answer. You showed me what I needed to know. Like, I need to move on. It's time to move on. Don't wait for anybody. And it's time to move on. So that was that first day. But then the next day, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Man, I was just wailing and bawling. I'm like, what is this? Whatever tears I did not cry for 2 years, it just violently attacked me. And I was just crying like crazy. And I know my sister, she's like, oh, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. Your homie is good, because I am so tough. Like, people don't see me cry. I go in the closet, I close the door, I cover my head with the blankets. That's how we do. Like, we're tough. We don't show the emotions. We don't do that because we're tough. But man, this one got me. I was just bawling and crying, and even driving in the car, going to work. Your girl was tearing up. I could not stop crying. I'm like, am I not over him? It's been 2 years. I'm supposed to be over him. Like, he's been gone. I've been gone. But no. So since Jennifer, March to now, I'm in this healing zone, healing cocoon, healing process. And like, honestly, even though, Arlene wants to be there for me, like, she thinks that she can handle everybody's pain. She cannot. Arlene is my sister. If she could, she would kick his she would kick his but we're trying to do it for Jesus. We're not trying to be violent, because 2021 or 2022, the jail cell is not gonna have us. So we're just gonna do it with Jesus. But and that's so true, April. He does not deserve me, man. And that's what I keep telling myself. Like whenever the enemy, tries to bring like, oh, you didn't do this, or you criticized too much, or you should have just left him and let him do whatever he wanted to do. Um, I have to remind myself, like, he didn't deserve me. And I don't know, y'all answer this question. Type in the box and let me know. Do you think that sometimes God would bring two people together just for one particular reason or just for one particular stage? Let me know what you think. Cause I'm not I'm not totally convinced, but I know that Kamasha and I got married for Isaiah, to have Isaiah. Because let me tell you, that little boy that you see, he is he was handpicked from heaven's gates, or the trees inside the gardens. He was handpicked and touched and rubbed and loved and placed for me. I am telling you. So I really believe, I think that was the main purpose of Kamasha and I getting married. But leaving leaving Jamaica, I was petrified. And like I said again, nobody knows this because you know I am tough. Like nobody knew that I was scared. I was scared to leave. I left my job. I sold my car. I gave up my apartment. And I was so petrified, just leaving everything behind, everything that I knew, because I'm a planner, and everybody will tell you, I have to have a plan. I have to know what's gonna happen, because that's how I control the perfectionism. And I have to, this is a disclaimer too, I am a recovering perfectionist. Yes, recovering. So I didn't know what was gonna happen. Everything was out of my control. Yes, April, he is a sweetheart, man. If I could have 2 or 3 more Isaiahs, I would not be mad. And I still have hope. And I know, Miss D, you are here too. I know you want to see me with some more babies. But yes, 110 stories in one. But coming here to be with Kamasha, it was very scary for me, because I wouldn't be working. And to tell the truth, you know, I had a bit of, what do you call it? No ambition somewhere in the back of my head. Like, I didn't always like to work, even though when I worked, I did it with like 110%. I gave 110%, but sometimes I was kind of lazy, like in the back of my mind. I think that came from, yeah, let's not go there, but I wanted to be home. I wanted to make a home for my husband. I wanted to make a home, a life for us. And so that's what I thought I was doing. Um, but there were so many disruptions very early on. I don't know if some of y'all know, but after we got married, we didn't live together until like a year and a half after we got married. And that's when my paperwork came in. And so I came here after all of those were sorted out. And when I came, I could see, I could see, some telltale signs that we were on we were on different pages. Like, he wanted different things. I wanted a family, but I think he probably still wanted to be single. I don't think he ever wanted to get married. So I saw some telltale signs, and I don't know how many people know, but the first time I came here, I expected to be greeted by my new husband, but he was not at the airport. Yes, he was not. I waited over an hour for him, and I found out that it was like a 10-minute drive from the house to the airport, and I waited over an hour. And so those little things, it started, just being etched in my mind, like, what did I do? Did I make the right decision in coming here? So those were some of the signs. Those were some of the signs. And I remember one very, very specific incident where, we were going to church that first day together after being apart for over a year. And it might seem small to you, but think about it. If you're married and you're just coming together as a couple, you think that, oh, they're gonna be so lovey-dovey and holding hands all the time. Your boy, we got out of the car to go to church, and he just walked away and left me. I mean, this is his church. I'm new. This is the first day here, and he just walked off. I'm like, hey, man, I'm over here. Can you at least wait for me? Yeah, so we can go in together. Yeah, those were some little things that I put in my mind, and I am telling you the truth. I started to hold myself back. Like, I started to just step back a little, to watch some more. Very, very true, B. Very true. And then another incident involving church. Like, he was on the praise team, and so he knows everybody there, because you know him, everybody knows him. He's very friendly, he knows everybody's name. And he told me, okay, so if you're gonna join the praise team, make sure you get their numbers for yourself. Make sure you get the leader's number for yourself. I'm like, but you have the number. He's like, well, if you need to call them, or if you need to get in touch with them, you need to get their number for yourself. I'm like, but you have the number. And so, man, looking back, I'm like, was I mentally insane? Was I mentally insane in the first place to just, sit? And I don't think I let it go on very long, but I don't want to say the marriage was a mistake, but this live is just to introduce you to a podcast that I'll be starting, and it goes in deeper. It goes deeper into some of the things that happened, and how God is snatching me out, how he's keeping my mind. So it's basically letting you guys know that you can go through heartache. You can lose and not lose your mind, because not only did I lose the marriage and I lost so many other things, I also lost my father in the process. So loss upon loss upon loss upon loss. And so it's gonna help somebody to know that you don't have to lose your mind when you lose things, or when you lose people, or when you're grieving. Because I was in a very, very deep state of grief for a very long time. Not just my father, but I think leaving and coming here, I was grieving for a very long time. And so it brought me to a very secluded place. And that's one of the things that I'll leave you guys with. If you're going through something, find at least one person to talk to. If you go through it alone, I'm reading this book, or I've read this book from Brene Brown. Um, the shame likes secrecy. Shame likes secrecy. And when you feel like you're the only one going through it, you've made too many mistakes, or people are gonna laugh at you, or whatever, the shame will keep you in secret. And one of the biggest things for me was not wearing my ring. Like, I didn't I didn't want to take it off, like for people to know, oh my God, she's not married anymore, or oh my God, she's not with her husband anymore. And so taking off the ring was very significant in terms of like, oh, I feel so ashamed that I'm no longer married, or oh my God, he's not here anymore. People are gonna say, yeah, she I didn't think she was the marrying type, or yeah, I didn't think it was gonna last anyway. But I had to get over that. Don't walk in secrecy with anything. Don't walk in secrecy, because the secrecy and the shame will take you out. And it did me. Like, it I was walking in secret for a very long time. I didn't want anybody to know what was going on. I didn't want anybody to know the pain that I was experiencing. So don't carry anything in secret. Find somebody that you can talk to, at least one person. And in the midst of trying to find that person, start journaling. Because listen, journaling saved my mind. I probably lost like a half or a quarter of it, but I'm getting it back. But journaling kept me from losing my whole mind, because I had a chance to write. I had a chance to jot down, everything that was going on, like the confusion, the turmoil, everything. I had a chance to do that. So I'm not going to be too long with you guys. I just wanted to give you like an insight into letting you know I'll be starting my podcast, and I want y'all to jump on each week. If you have something to contribute, let me know. I think all of y'all, you have something valuable that you can share. And tell a friend, let a friend know that this girl, she's telling all her life story. And so you want to hear what's going on. And I have learned a lot. I have learned so much in a very short time. And I just want to share with you what I've learned and how God has kept me. He has kept my mind. Like, sometimes I thought I was going to lose my mind. But He kept my mind, and He kept me, and He kept my baby. And we are healing. We are moving forward. So, y'all, tell somebody. Let them know, hey, Renee, you're jumping on. But we're about to end. You can I'm gonna post it so you guys can watch it again. Share it with a coworker, a friend, a cousin, a neighbor, somebody. And yes, Barbara, I'm that's what Brene Brown was talking about, being vulnerable. And I have to, like I said, the secrecy and staying in this little cocoon, it was killing me. And so I hope that it will help somebody to know that there are certain areas you have to navigate in life. There's no going around it. You have to experience certain things, but it's not just for you, and it's not here to break you. It's not here to kill you. You can grow, you can move on. And I am in the moving on and the growing process. I am rising strong. That's another book from Brene Brown. Daring Greatly is that one I would tell you to try and get. Daring Greatly. You can get it on audio, or if you like to sit and read. It is very, very insightful, and it talks about shame. It talks about being vulnerable, being open, and that is your key. Like, that is your key to freedom. And so thank you guys for jumping on. Thank you, April, Barbara, Renee, Bianca, B. Thank you, Arlene and Julie. I'll see you guys. I'll let you know when I'm launching. I should be launching in a couple weeks. And so we'll have soundtrack. We'll have a soundtrack. I'll try not to bring the child in because he would, you know, he's just going to want to take over the whole thing. He's in there now. I'm not even going to call his name so he'll hear and come out. No. So I'll let you guys know that I'm launching in a couple weeks, but I'll give you some more updates and little, you know, snippets along the way. It's Keke's keepsake number 1. Don't do it alone. Don't do anything in secret. Right? You'll see him soon, Julie. He's on the iPad now, so he's not gonna come out anyway. Yes, Babs, he's my greatest blessing. And I would go through this again with the Mr. Marshall just to have Isaiah. I'm telling you, I would go through it again just to have him because he is that precious and he is such a blessing. So you guys, they have something at the church, so we're gonna go check that out. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot for tuning in. And she did it. See you later.